Okay, guys, I had to make this video because you got to see it by my point of view. I saw everything up into the last match. Now, as far as I knew, the only match that was left was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. I saw the entire thing. Then I saw the commercial for going to be for Royal Rumble. And then the stream just stopped. And I thought, well, that might be it. That must be the end of it. Because the stream just stopped. So that's when I did my review. So I did the review. I edited it. And I uploaded it. All finished. Done. And as far as I'm concerned, the show wasn't very good. It was just average. Then I saw JD, and then I saw a little bit of Alex. And both of them showed something strange. They were like, this was something special, something different. And I'm going, what the hell's going on? And then I heard Alex from Alex's World. And he said they set someone on fire. And I'm going like, wait, someone got set on fire? As far as I could see, my stream just stopped once the Royal Rumble commercial happened. That was it. I thought it was finished. And I had to go, wait a minute. Could there have been an extra part of TLC I didn't see? So I had to go and search for the last 15 minutes, and I did. And now, I've seen it. Bray Wyatt is in my face. Set on freaking fire. Look, guys. I'm not going to give a blow-by-blow of what happened between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. I thought they just didn't add it to the show. Because, like I said, as far as I knew, my stream showed Royal Rumble and then it ended. So I thought that was it. I thought that was all that the stream was done. I guess the person who was streaming didn't care about showing the rest of the final part of the show. So for me, seeing this changes my perspective on what happened in the show. Now, I'm not telling you that this TLC 2020 is better or great or spectacular. I heard what Alex said, and he said it wasn't that bad. No. No. Now, understand, we have seen Inferno matches before. And we've seen the basically Inferno match with Kane. No problem. He's done it more than a few times. The Firefly Funhouse Inferno match, I believe that's what it was called, is not much different than that. But this makes you see one thing. One thing. How desperate they are. That they were willing to set, understand this. Instead of making this special, where you could have put over Bray Wyatt, they decided to put over Randy Orton and let Bray Wyatt put on fire. And then, at the end of it, a mannequin standing in for Bray Wyatt is completely set on fire. What does that give? That is total shock. That is shock value to its maximum and beyond. After what happened at a 1.5 on Raw. And actually, they had a 1.5 maybe the first hour, a 1.4 in the second, I could be wrong, and then another 1.5 at the third. They had a 1.4 in Raw last week. And they were so desperate, they decided to set up Bray Wyatt to burn. So they can bring in shock value and possibly bring in some ratings for this week's Raw. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, this is a big waste. I know other people would say, this is amazing, this was incredible, this is great. How is it great to set Bray Wyatt on fire when he should have been put over and Randy Orton should have been put on fire? Right now, the only thing that makes Bray Wyatt great is Alexa Bliss. And since she's making things great, wouldn't you think they should focus on that? Try to make Bray Wyatt better? Try to help Bray Wyatt and try to set him up so eventually he go up against Roman Reigns? No. Not really. When it comes down to it, We still have Randy Orton. Safe. We now just burned Bray Wyatt and buried him. For what? A spike in ratings this Monday. Mind you, I'm not against Inferno matches when it was connected to Kane. There were reasons for Kane to do Inferno matches. But this was not a reason. There was no reason to do an Inferno match. Now mind you, I haven't seen Raw much. I've only been getting highlights and other people's reviews. And then when it comes to this, where what are you doing with Bray Wyatt with Alexa Bliss? Alexa Bliss is the most entertaining thing for Bray Wyatt. And that should give Bray Wyatt something, should elevate him. And now you just burned him alive. I just don't see anything good here. This is for shock value. Total shock. Shock to the system with the guess who. I don't need to mention them. But this is like shock value to the match. It's in my face again. No, actually a new shot of his fake body being burned. This was a joke. This doesn't help WWE. And I'm making this clear. I know people are going to say this was incredible. It makes TLC a great pay-per-view. No. This is a short-term boost in ratings. Because once you get past that hump, that moment of giving you a burning of Bray Wyatt, they went that far by burning him and burning an actual mannequin to indicate he's now been burned alive. What does that give Raw going forward? Does that mean they're going to change the writing? No. Does that going to change the writing of SmackDown? No. It doesn't change anything. And I know I made a mistake saying about Roman Reigns and everything. Because I am thinking ahead by maybe 6 to 8 months where you could actually switch a Bray Wyatt over to SmackDown and let Roman Reigns go up against Bray Wyatt because he would be the most destructive person. But in the end, nothing has going... Look, guys, you can see that the stress has made me balled out for the last 9 months. Look, I see nothing for Raw. I see nothing for SmackDown as long as the writing is exactly the same. And I don't see the writing changing just because you set Bray Wyatt on fire. Bray Wyatt was set on fire. Then a mannequin was set on fire. And now what does that mean for Bray Wyatt? Is he dead now? Is he going to become a face now? Is he taking some time off to be with his wife JoJo or his girlfriend JoJo? Either one. What does this mean? What does this leave Alexa Bliss? And what does this really mean for Randy Orton? Because when it comes down to it, he's still supposed to be dealing with Edge. He just burned Bray Wyatt alive. Does that actually give Bray Wyatt something? Does it actually give Randy Orton something? Tell me, think about it for a minute. What does Randy Orton gain by burning Bray Wyatt on a pay-per-view and then burning a mannequin on pay-per-view going forward? Where do you go from here? Nowhere. Peace.